So beautiful people, for the first time this Saturday I will be watching Umar Nurmagomedov fight live. God willing, I will be in attendance at UFC 321 this Saturday, and I'm extremely excited about this Umar Nurmagomedov versus Mario Batista fight. And even though Umar is a 7-1 favorite, which is absolutely ridiculous, I am definitely not counting Mario Batista out, even though I'm rooting for Umar Nurmagomedov. But this is not really what I want to talk about today. What I want to talk about, please first, let me play you, beautiful people, this clip of Umar Nurmagomedov talking about the comparison between him and Khabib. And let me tell you why, let me check this out first.
Seems very tough. Do you feel like you can finish this fight?
I think, very hard to compare with Khabib. Everybody look at him, and for us, for athletes, for his teammate, and for family, for me, and for Usman, very hard to show same performance. He's different, he's like animal. I don't know from where, but he has different, like power and everything, And that's why everybody think we're gonna fight, we're gonna show same, we're gonna destroy, but it's not always happen, But of course, I will try to take this victory and show best performance.
Yes, for sure.
He's a good striker and he's a tough guy.
Yes, all the guys are good now. No, just like Khabib obviously fought very good.
The reason why I just played you this video is because, whenever we compare anyone from Khabib's team, and first of all, Khabib Nurmagomedov, you're not just comparing anyone to like a special fighter. Khabib Nurmagomedov is simply the greatest fighter of all time. No question about it. The only man in history, retired undefeated, 29-0, undisputed champion, never been hurt in a fight, never been dropped in a fight, never been cut in a fight, never been bruised, barely lost a round. If you actually want to criticize him heavily, you can make the case that he lost 1 or 2 rounds in his entire career. How crazy, how absurd is that? No question about it. And a lot of people say that Khabib Nurmagomedov didn't really fight anyone. His last 3 fights in his career is greater than 99% of all the former champions' resume in history. When you fight Conor, Dustin Gaethje, back to back to back, prime. Simply Khabib is the GOAT, but that's not really what I want to talk about. What I want to talk about is this, beautiful people, I even make this mistakes comparing, whether you're talking about comparing Umar, Usman, Tagir, Islam. Whenever we start comparing them to Khabib, we kind of start discrediting them, is because when you look at Umar or Usman or Islam, in their own lane, they're unbelievable. But the moment we start comparing them to Khabib, the GOAT, we go like, nah, you know what? This guy's been knocked out before. This guy lost before. This guy gassed before. This guy broke down. So that is why Umar is simply not Khabib, and he is not even 10% of the fighter Khabib was, and it's okay. And the man just came out and said it. He said it's very hard to be compared to Khabib. It's very hard to replicate what Khabib did. So another thing, the man is 7-1 favorite versus Mario Batista. If his name was Umar Daltov, he wouldn't be a 7-1 favorite. If his name is Umar Daltov, he wouldn't have fought, he wouldn't have got the title shot versus Merab after beating only one guy in the top 15, in Corey Sanhagen. I mean, listen, I love Umar. I can't wait to watch the man this Saturday, and God willing, I will actually try to get an interview with the man after the card. After the event finishes, I'm going to try to, I have very good, contact with his manager, Ali Abdelaziz. Much respect to one of the greats, the greatest manager to ever do it, Ali Abdelaziz. I'm going to actually try my best to get Umar Nurmagomedov for just a couple of minutes on this channel Let's see what happens. I'm not really counting on it because they're not staying at the Fighters Hotel. Umar is not staying at the Fighters Hotel. He got his separate villa. So I'm not sure if he wants to do any media after the event, but I'll give it a try. But I am extremely excited to watch Umar fight, and the man is exceptional, but the man is simply not Habib, and he's fighting Mario Batista. Let me tell you, beautiful people, this is everything but an easy fight. If Umar actually makes this an easy fight, you gotta give him all the respect and all the credit in the world, because it is not easy to beat someone like Mario Batista. I promise you, Mario Batista is what you call a party spoiler, a banana skin. And another thing, let's talk about that Merab fight, his only loss, Umar's only loss in the UFC. A lot of people, tend to discredit Umar. Oh, he gassed, oh, he broke, oh, Merab styled on him. I mean, listen, Merab is simply the GOAT. He's the greatest bantamweight of all time. So for Umar's only loss to be a close decision in one of the greatest bantamweight fights of all time. Let's not forget. That was an unbelievable fight. I've rewatched it many times purely because how incredible it was. And I'm not gonna lie, I was rooting for Merab, not because I dislike Umar. Shout out to my Muslim brother, Umar Nurmagomedov, an unbelievable fighter, an unbelievable human. But he was cocky heading into that fight. And he did need some humbling. And you can tell with the way that he's speaking now, the interviewer asked him, are you gonna finish Mario? And then he was like, listen, it is extremely difficult to be compared to Habib. He didn't even ask him about Habib. But the man is definitely more humbled now by that fight from Merab, and that is incredible. That is an incredible thing, and that is something that will make Umar Nurmagomedov a way better fighter than what he was prior to the loss. And when you are part of Habib's team after you lose, you will be in the right headspace. It's because you are being mentored and monitored by none other than the GOAT Habib. So Habib will definitely have told Umar how to handle the defeat and how to humble himself. And listen, Umar is an unbelievable human, but him and his brother, Usman, you can tell that they are both, the two cockiest guys out of that group, the Nurmagomedov, the Abdul Manap camp. They're all elite. They're all exceptional. They're all extremely well-rounded. They can all wrestle, strike. They all can crack. But that loss actually might have been the best thing to ever happen to Umar. Because you can tell heading into that fight, Umar was extremely dismissive of Merab. Listen, you're talking about the GOAT Merab. You're like, how can he take me down? Even if he takes me down, what is he going to do? How can he hold me down? He doesn't have striking, he doesn't have power, he doesn't have this and that. Umar's head was getting way too big for his shoulders, for him to carry. And listen, Merab definitely humbled him, outstruck him, outgrappled him, outpaced him, and you can arguably say that he broke him physically and mentally. And even though, it was a very close fight, but, Merab definitely sealed the deal after the takedowns, the taunting. Listen, Merab is simply the GOAT. So there is no shame in losing to Merab, but it's what you do after that loss. And let me tell you, beautiful people, I believe that this Saturday we're about to get the best Umar Nurmagomedov. He is fighting someone extremely tough, and if Umar is not on his A game, and if he is affected by that loss, he will lose. He will lose to Mario Batista, I'm telling you, beautiful people. But if he learned from that loss, if he took it in stride, if he humbled himself, if he stayed in the gym, growing, progressing, he will come out this Saturday and make a statement. I don't know how he's going to win the fight. I am favoring him to win the fight, probably by decision, because Mario Batista is extremely tough, extremely durable. His gas tank is his best weapon. Excuse the adhan, beautiful people. Moment of silence. On the phone. Also behind me. That's all that needs to be said. Not much needs to be said on this video. God bless. Let me go pray my Maghrib prayer.